All right, I'm live and talking about WWE and how I've wasted. I won't say wasted another Monday because some of the matches were good, but I don't know. Like Raw is just becoming, not even becoming. It's still a journey to watch. Like not an entirely bad show. And I said last week, hey, I'm going to start watching Raw. Got caught up in the greatest Royal Rumble. You know, the hype, especially with the Titus tripping and Brock Lesnar winning the title or not retaining the title. I'm like, okay, after all this, Raw, it can't be bad. They just won't throw random matches at you out of nowhere. They'll have some contests and storylines. They'll make a big deal of Titus O'Neil. They just won't do random shit like throw out an ugly shirt that kind of ruins what he did. Royal Stumble or Slap. What is that? What is that? But before I start talking about Raw, how you guys doing? Liberal heel or just heel? Either one. Let me just talk about the greatest Royal Rumble. I know I didn't put up a video for that or anything like that, but and before I even talk about that, let me just go to my stuff real quick on my channel. Just see the chat. Let me see right here, so I can just see. Okay, hold on 1 second. Here we go. All right, so I can just. All right, there we go. All right, so I'm going to address the greatest Royal Rumble, and look, the Titus O'Neil thing, that was by far the best thing that's happened in wrestling in 2018. Don't at me about that. The greatest thing. That thing was hilarious. And then you have Braun Strowman winning the greatest Royal Rumble, and it's literally nothing. Like, you win a Royal Rumble for nothing. A trophy and an irrelevant belt. It's like the WWE doesn't even get the concept of their own match. Yes, I know they have the original or the mainstay Royal Rumble, but for God's sake, man, if you got a Royal Rumble, the largest Royal Rumble, why not incentivize it with something? An Intercontinental title shot, United States title shot, something. Just it really makes that match feel meaningless. Like, if they have this next year, another greatest Royal Rumble, what's the point? A trophy? It's almost like the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Like, that's another match that should follow the tradition of, hey, if you win it, you get something, but instead it's fucking meaningless. Then you have, oh yeah, what's the other thing? Oh yeah, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns, and they. I don't know what they're doing Roman Reigns. Like, it's like they want him as champion, but they don't. It's like they want who is it? Brock Lesnar to beat Punk's record of the World Championship, to just like stick it to him to be a part-time champion who has the longest title reign of the modern era, but still keep Roman Reigns in the title picture by like weird and awkward coincidences. And like I said, I haven't seen the greatest Royal Rumble, and I probably won't. Maybe I might take a glimpse at the Brock versus Roman to see if the match was good or not. Because let's just face it, Brock Lesnar has been phoning in for the past 2 years, and he hasn't had a good match since like that match with Cena, that hardcore match. So let's get into Raw. Roman Reigns comes out, and Is he going to say something like, you know, I gave Brock Lesnar my all? What the hell was that? He's going to say, like, I gave Brock Lesnar my all. Let me take this phone off because it's going to be aggravating phone case or whatever. Okay. They say, like, hey, I took Brock Lesnar to the limit and, you know, everything like that. Okay. They say, like, I'm you know, next time I see Brock Lesnar, I'm gonna kick his ass. I'm gonna win a title. I'm gonna work hard to get another title shot. Nope. There was a controversy. My feet touched the floor first. I'm I'm going to be. It's almost as if they just don't care about Roman Reigns. They send him out here with this stupid ass thing to say, and you just have no sympathy for Roman Reigns. Like literally, how many more title opportunities are they going to give him? And then he says he's going to turn attention to Roman Reigns. He's going to turn his attention to Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe gets up on Tron and says, nobody had faith in you and had backlash. I'm going to beat you up. Then out comes Jinder Mahal for some reason, because that goes together. And he says he's going to beat Roman Reigns before Samoa Joe does. And then Sammy says he's going to beat Roman. And then out comes Kevin and says he wants to beat him up. So it's like they're all fighting to beat up Roman Reigns for some odd reason. The guy who lost 2 title matches back to back, because who the fuck knows? And they start beating up Roman. And by God, like Jinder Mahal, you may not like the guy, but goddamn, that guy doesn't look like a fucking star. That guy he's like the Hulk in real life. But anyway, out comes Lashley, who has basically become random black guy on the roster, number 5, 6, 7. I don't know. Just man, they beat him up too, and then out comes Braun, because I guess Braun and Lashley are attached by the hips. Who knows? And that sets up a 6-way match for later on in the evening. And you get the first match of the night. I think it was the first match of the night, maybe whatever. Rude versus Elias. Rude selling like this neck injury or whatever. I saw this one move in the match where Elias just like has him up for like a power slam or whatever. He just like launches his ass. But Elias wins the match by referee stoppage. Like Rude is on the apron, and Elias just drives him like throat first into like the outside turnbuckle where the steel is, and refs call for medical assistance or whatever. And Elias gets on the mic and says, "Your winner, Elias." I could have sworn they had this match last week, and also what's the storyline of this? Where is it going? Are we really like Byron was a babyface? It's painful to watch. Like no emotional attachment. Like is this their way to get us to feel sympathy for Byron by basically having him with the neck injury? But it still doesn't work because Elias is super over with the fans. Whatever, man. Then you get the Authors of Pain versus local jobber team. And I'm sorry if I'm calling them jobber team, but if they're big in like Canada, but on Raw they're presented as a jobber team. And they actually gave a jobber team the microphone. For what? Why? To like just say they're French Canadian so that they could get beat up, to like emphasize Authors of Pain are bad guys, like unnecessary. Authors of Pain run through these guys like diarrhea through cheap draws, underwear, whatever. And then the most painful thing Authors of Pain did to anyone, they grabbed the mics and talked. And what chapters, books of pain, yelling, speaking foreign languages, it accomplished what? Was it intimidating? No. Was it stupid? Yes. Whatever. All the pain, screaming and yelling, screaming and yelling, screaming and yelling. Then you get Seth Rollins coming out, and he addresses Brock Lesnar not being a full-time champion. Look, that should have been brought to light like years ago. Like, how in the hell can WWE even do this? Like, they made a joke of the Universal title. By the time when they put it on Brock Lesnar, the title lost all meaning, all prestige, all value. The motherfucker's only there like what 3 times out of the year to defend it, and then when he comes there, he puts on the shittiest, and I do mean the shittiest matches of the card. His matches are complete dog shit. And it probably could have stopped there. You know, he could have addressed himself, you know, saying, I'm going to be the workhorse and maybe I'll come to the United States the Universal Championship. But no, my boy Roman Reigns, he should be the real Universal Champion because his feet hit the floor. It's true. Feel sorry for Roman Reigns. Do you guys feel sorry for Roman yet? Out comes Finn Balor and says that he wants another shot at the IC title. Seth Rollins, you know, he says, okay, we can do that. And out comes what we thought was The Miz, but instead is, why are they still The Miz Taraj if The Miz is with them? Like, I know they have individual music or whatever, or is that The Miz Taraj is going to be their tag team name forever or whatever. Anyway, they come out and they say they were wrong for trying to approach them last week separately, so they're going to talk to them together. And they unveiled their homemade shirts. Let me check this chat real quick. Don't have any. Anyway, so they address that, and they take their coats off and unveil these cheaply made shirts with all 4 of their pictures on it. And they propose to Balor and Rollins to be the new 4 horsemen of WWE. Rollins and Finn Balor basically say hell no. The Miz Taraj tries to attack both of them. They get dealt with. And in the melee, Finn Balor attacks Seth Rollins, not turning heel, just I'm there. Okay, you're not going to turn heel, but you do some heelish stuff. For shits and giggles, I guess. That's why you attack somebody from behind. No character development. Just felt like doing it, huh, Finn? Okay, that's cool. Then you had, I want to say the best match of the night. Sasha Banks versus Ruby Riott. Really good match. Ruby Riott, very underrated. If you aren't on the Ruby Riott bandwagon, you probably should be getting on it because she's been putting on some really great matches. And also props to Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks, with all the shit she gets, all the shit she gets, she's not selfish when it comes to in-ring stuff. She puts people over. She loses a lot too, but still maintains momentum. And this is one other part of this entire match. So the match is going great. It's good. But they cut to Bayley, and Bailey is standing up, looking at the TV at an awkward angle. And I was thinking to myself, isn't this something that on social media they got roasted for like weeks ago, and they're still is nobody bad there and creative like smart enough to say, hey, that's not how people watch television or monitor opponents during sport. Why are you standing at that angle? You can't see shit, but they've been doing this same thing like 1992, 96, standing in front of the TV at an awkward angle where you really wouldn't be able to see anything. Is that still a thing? Who's approving that? Anyway, that's a great match besides that. So Ruby Riott, she had Sasha Banks down, and she hits this, I think she calls it the stage dive cannonball. Like, he has Sasha Banks completely knocked out on the floor. And she goes to the corner and hits the stage dive, the senton. Gets the 1-2 count, shot by it. She tries to go for the Riott kick on Sasha. Sasha reverses it into the bank statement, and Sarah Logan and Lil Morgan distract the referee. And Sasha, she fights them all. She rams her knees into Ruby Riott's head while Ruby is laying like in a seated position on the outside apron. Is sandwiched in between the ring post, just like springboard or wrecking balls her knee into Ruby's face, and then runs off the apron and hits her double knees onto Liv Morgan. She tries to go back up to the top of the turnbuckle, gets distracted by Logan, and then Ruby hits a straight punch to Sasha and hits the Riott kick to Sasha to win 1, 2, 3. Good match. Perhaps the best match of the night, in my opinion. Then you have this is where you know the WWE doesn't care about black wrestlers. Like, this huge thing that's blowing up all over social media and everything like that. And they have Titus there, and Titus, he's talking about just giving something simple, and it's just like, oh, I tripped, and I'm just going to try to inspire people. I'm black. That's the whole thing. And in comes big banter himself, Baron Corbin, by saying, I don't know why you're interviewing this guy, and leaves. And let me just go to this part. No Way Jose versus Baron Corbin. Corbin comes out and says, I don't care what other people think. I'm not here to have fun and entertain you people. Yeah, you people. They're interviewing goose like Titus O'Neil, who's made a career of being a buffoon and having 2 left feet. I'm Baron Corbin, and I'm bald. That's exactly what he said verbatim. Anyway, so after being attacked last week, Jose, he still comes out with a conga line, smile on his face, and gets in the ring. And mind you, he's in the same ring with the man who beat him up, attacked him from behind, still does his damn routine with the split knob. In what world do we do things like this? Anyway, so let me talk about No Way Jose also. The gimmick works in NXT, and this has got to be Vince McMahon doing this because he's ruining this gimmick. I don't like it, but it has value. It can have value. Jose, his character is supposed to be, he's a fun-loving guy who, when the bell rings, he can fight and all that. And whose idea was to add the conga line with it? People want to say Adam Rose. Just by that. Why not just have him come out, do his stick by himself, and bell rings, I'm kicking ass. Bell unrings. Hey, Fiesta. Anyway, so Baron, he gets an advantage over No Way Jose. Out comes Titus wide, and uh, it was kind of funny. Like Dana Brooke and Cruz were walking down the ring, and Titus was about to walk on his step where he slipped, and they're like, whoa, 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 whoa. They wipe it off, get it dry, and Titus is walking all gingerly and shit. Then he gets up on the apron and starts talking trash to Corbin, and he like fake slips again on the ropes and falls down. Um, Corbin laughs for a little bit, and which allows No Way Jose to get a pinfall victory. Please don't add No Way Jose to Titus Worldwide. Please and thank you. Anyway, then was it the moment of bliss? Yeah, it was okay. Like she was talking about how Nia Jax made fun of her and was like laughing while that was the best part of the whole promo, where she said Nia Jax was laughing at her holding two turkey drumsticks, because I don't know about you guys, but when you get that picture in your head, it's hard not to laugh. Nia Jax holding two big Henry the 13th drumsticks, and just like turkey grease like on her chin and all that shit. Like that's hilarious. Which leads to Mickie James versus Natalya. It was a match, I guess. The big thing was Ronda Rousey was out there, and for some reason, I really wasn't even paying attention, but she started chasing Alexa Bliss, and Natalya got a roll-up victory on Mickie. Probably Mickie James was still selling that arm injury. So Bliss, she outruns Ronda, and she's on the ramp. Out comes Nia, and she runs into the crowd. And Nia Jax, she's like, can't believe that cow ran away. Gets into the ring and sizes up Ronda. Pretty much her competition, because there are no tag belts in the women's division. So it's really a one-woman sport still. Anyway, he sizes both of them, Natalya and Ronda. And then the booking on Nia Jax so far has been complete ass. She just gets in between them and like, yay, these are the women that can take my belt. Instead of just saying, all right, I'm gonna see you bitches. Or they don't know how to book a dominant monster as a face. They just go overkill with the cuteness. Anyway, let me check my. All right, there we go. So, Strowman, Lashley, and Roman Reigns versus Mahal, Owens, and Sami Zayn. Do I even have to tell you who won this match? Like, if you thought Mahal and Owens and Sami were getting a victory over the big dog with Braun Strowman, you are out of your mind. It was a six-man match. I could tell you they hit all their moves, or Braun's got this new thing where he shoulder blocks people on the outside, but would you even really care? But here's something you should care about. They are devaluing Sami and Kevin each day. Like right now at Backlash, they have Braun Strowman and Lashley versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn again for like what, third or second time? And for what? Why? It just makes zero sense. And then when you think about this whole thing, they've had Braun and Lashley partner up for like maybe I think like 3 weeks or so. But they didn't think to have Lashley in the crowd and have Lashley be Braun's partner and be a tag team, but they're doing a tag team title thing. I mean, they're doing a tag team just to beat up Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Does that even make sense? Like, then you had the main event, which was pretty good in itself. Although there was not a lot, like it was just that straight ROH, no selling shit. If you like that, you'll love this match. And if you don't, yeah, don't watch this. You'll be really mad. Some important section of the match, Rollins hit his signature like tightrope suplex, roll through, and Finn Balor completely no selling hits him with a fucking arrow because I guess tightrope suplexes don't hurt anymore. Rollins ended up winning with the curve stomp after like the third attempt. Good match. Like these two don't have bad matches, but just it's sad that it's like Raw is a complete shitty cheese sandwich. Like I'm watching Raw and half of it I'm bored out of my mind. I halfway fall asleep. But then like when they give you good matches, your body doesn't even know how to react. Your body's like, okay, I was about to fall asleep. Okay, and adrenaline, good something I want to see, it can't react. Anyway, I'm about to fall asleep now after watching like Raw and just giving it like just a quick review of it. Like that's got me tired. And I think I pretty much covered everything. So if I don't have any live comments, or I didn't check out Raw, what was the show? Bryce, let me tell you something. The show, I don't want to say the show was terrible because you had some good matches there, but it's just boring, man. Like it's nothing to make you really want to sit through the 3 hours. Like if I were going to say something, just like okay, skip all of Raw except for maybe the Ruby Riott Sasha Banks match and the Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins match. If you enjoyed those two having a match before, you're really gonna like that one. And let me see what else. Oh yeah, Titus O'Neil. Well, really, I might well say the No Way Jose versus Baron Corbin with the Titus O'Neil stuff because Titus O'Neil is kind of funny. So that was kind of worth seeing, especially like Titus. Now that I got Titus, I already know what they're gonna do. They're gonna have Titus just falling for no fucking reason. I can already see that shit because not only is he like falling from the ramp, now they got him falling out the ropes and slipping on ropes. So just get ready for that in a couple of days. Like they're gonna have this motherfucker all around. Like he's gonna be walking, slip slide. He's gonna be backstage, slip slide. He's gonna be getting to his car, slip slide. He's gonna be just anytime there's a camera on Titus, just know he's gonna be motherfucking sliding. Like that's how they do it. They're gonna overplay the shit. They're gonna have it to where his finishing move is probably gonna be some kind of sliding bullshit. That's what they're gonna do. Yeah, it's boredom, but with good match. Like it's a 3-hour show, and they give you 3 good matches. Like that's horrible. So within the 3 hours, you might get maybe 45 minutes, maybe an hour of good wrestling. That's pretty much what it was on this show. Oh yeah, they're gonna, instead of making Titans into a legit star, they're gonna make him into black stereotype of a wrestler, number 482, bumbling buffoon. Because That's what you do nowadays when you get some momentum behind something on social media. You pretty much downplay it and make the person look stupid. You got a couple to she's getting fucking ridiculous. Hold on. I'm going to clip a thing real quick. And there's no one live comments. I'm going to cut this thing off because Raw was so boring. I just almost fell asleep. And luckily, I had enough energy to do this live stream. I could have been playing Assassin's Creed Origins. Like, I gotta stop myself. I really do. I actually thought, stupid me, hey, after the Greatest Royal Rumble, they're gonna address some stuff, put stuff in context. Nope. Braun Strowman comes out, 6-man tag. Hardly a mention of his win or what it does, so it's meaningless. Brock Lesnar is not there again. They talk about how Reigns should be champion. Foot on the floor controversy. So I'm just guessing maybe at SummerSlam we're going to get Brock versus Roman again. And also, look, I know people are high on Samoa Joe and his promos and all that, and how he's going to beat up Roman Reigns at Battle. Stop it. Like, Samoa Joe, he is the cushion man for Roman. Yeah, Roman's taking 2 back-to-back smooth losses, harsh losses, like that. But he's got Samoa Joe to hit a fresh spear on and get right back to his winning ways so that he can build up and fight Brock at SummerSlam. It is what it is. So that's pretty much it, man. Try to do SmackDown probably tomorrow. If I don't do SmackDown, not gonna watch SmackDown. I'm gonna try to watch Infinity War tomorrow. Heard that's really, really good, so I'm gonna try to make it in the theaters tomorrow. I'll probably be back for NXT review, like, or Impact. Probably. It depends. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna have to watch NXT because it's gonna be Pete Dunne versus Roderick Strong, and Santos, and that match is gonna be lit. So I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna catch you guys later. Peace out. Let's see how the hell I saw this. I forgot how to stop this thing, this Google Hangouts. Here we go. Stop broadcast. And appreciate you, George Bryce, for coming by for the live stream and always commenting. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.